By Pedersen on the left, doing the a la bow to Bob Learn Jr. 3 victories, 300, 270, 280.
It's the machine Learn against the renegade Randy. Here we go.
Okay. Number 34. So now here is Mr. Pedersen. 6'2", 165, 33 years old. He has 11 titles. Tremendous competitor.
And in terrific physical shape. I mean, he really trained this year, Chris.
Yes. Originally from California, now bowling out of Hollywood, Florida. He and his wife, Becky, with a daughter named Savannah.
Number 1 seeds are 4 and 6. Randy Pedersen, though, is 5 and 1 as his lifetime from the number 1 seed. His only loss coming in the Players' Championship last year when he left a solid 8 on his final shot to lose to Ernie Schlegel, 237 to 236. So Pedersen knows how to win.
Down they go for a double.
Throws his rent-a-car keys out to...
nice catch by Petraglia.
I guess they're driving together the next tournament, but Randy's got a lot of work left to do. He's got Bob Learn Jr. in front of him.
And he gets it.
Are you kidding me?
Hey, Bo, that's the first scout today. Come on.
That wasn't Erie, Chris. That was one of the Indians that's been hiding in the woods for a while.
Not in the cupboard. Not in the cupboard.
That's the adjective Erie right there, pal. That was a weird one. That wasn't even the head pin. That looked like the 5-pin coming across.
Wonder what he had for breakfast.
I don't know, but his banker doesn't worry. He'll be open first thing Monday morning.
In a row. Championship match. That little Van Dyke that he's wearing. Chewing that gum.
Trying to run the table. Win all 4 games today. Bob Learn Jr.
Can even it up with a strike now. Double up. For Randy, it's hard to believe that his first title, and we were there televising it, Union City, California, 1986. The AC Delco.
Great athlete, has continued to get better. Just 33 years old.
Look at that. One of the comedians on tour, he could actually, I think, do it professionally.
Well, he's trying to work the crowd a little bit. I mean, obviously they've rooted for everybody, but it's just such a landslide for Bob Learn Jr. Maybe Randy can convince some of them to root for him. As Learn just says, well, how many more strikes will I throw? Look of confidence on Randy Pedersen's face, though. That's a good look, a little smile.
Well, 30,000 for the winner, of course, and it'll also take home this symbol of victory. All in Erie, PA.
Professional Bowlers Tour on ABC Sports. Brought to you by Columbia 300 Incorporated. Columbia bowls the world over. Bud Light, official sponsor of the 1996 U.S. Olympic team. Make it a Bud Light. And prescription strength Lotrimin AF for athlete's foot. It's the killer cure.
With hometown inspiration, Bob Learn Jr. has done the incredible today, starting out with a perfect 300, a 280, in a 270 and now is in the championship match. 3 in a row, 4th frame. We are tied. Oh, I have a request.
Yes, sir.
We have a good jazz band here. We go to Rutgers next week. And Lee Livingston, Carolina Lanes, knows those people at Rutgers. On the music staff is one of the great jazz pianists named Kenny Barron at Rutgers. I hope they'll get his trio over to the arena.
I'm game for it. I'm game for it.
Solid.
Well, the all-time record for most strikes in a telecast was last year when they set the 253 average with 70 strikes. They're already up to 74, so we'll just keep counting. They're going to set records today, Chris, that will last till the next century, trust me.
2 and sleeper 8. The championship pair.
Need to get the ball right in here by the 2-pin and drive through into 8. And it's going to be a tough go for Randy Pedersen because that's been an untested area today. Nobody's crossed the center of the lane. Obviously, when they're scoring that well, there's a lot of lubrication in the center. A tough shot. This is tougher than getting a strike.
First time showing a sign of concern on that wonderful face. Randy Pedersen.
Great guy. Spends a lot of time with charity. He was up with me just a few weeks ago in Saginaw, Michigan for the neonatal center at Saginaw General Hospital. He's going to Danbury with me. He does charities all the time. Right now he's got to think of the Pedersen treasury at this point. 278 possibility. He may need it all.
That was useful. Shot from our location, the area where we see the action, and there has been nothing like what we've seen here today, especially by this 5'6" pro. A 10-pin on the right lane.
Okay, Bobby Learn keeps moving a little left each game to follow the oil as it wears down. Doesn't get quite enough angle on the pocket. The 6 just slides around the 10. Remember, he missed this once on an interference call, which really kept him alive. You know, it all goes back to that missed spare, and where he had that interference. It's just an interesting story we've had today. Not only all the strikes, but I cannot remember a ruling on a reshot on a spare in all the years I've sat next to you, partner, and it's been the difference in the whole tournament, really.
First I've seen as well.
This match still up for grabs. Learn leads by 11, 7th frame.
Right back in the 7th with a powerful strike.
Randy Pedersen with a little compensatory movement in his style. He starts quickly, then has that delay at the top to let his swing catch up and get perfect time and great leverage at the foul line. He's getting a better spin, roll, and lift than I've ever seen before.
Randy Pedersen had a long wait, had to see some phenomenal scores shot, and he opened with a 4-bagger spare strike. Championship match, 30 to the winner, 15 to the runner-up.
Well, he's right in this match.
Sure.
Interesting how Randy even got started on the tour. He sold shares in himself for $750 a piece. He figured it'd take about $30,000 to stay alive on the tour, and he's been a great investment. A man that will someday win over $1 million out here on tour. Trails only by 1.
He's up to 777,000.
Hey, he's giving a little decoy shot at Bob Learn, kind of taking the crowd out of it. But there's 3 frames left. Is there any breaking in Bob Learn. Let's see. It'll show up right here.
Combination of mental and physical. A tough afternoon.
There's not a PBA record left for Learn to break. They've broken every record we possibly have. There is a amateur record all-time set by Tom Jordan of 1198 for 4 games. That's 2 300s and 2 299s. Obviously, you can't break that, but whatever standard Learn sets here will sit for a while.
Foundation ninth strike. Opened with 5, a spare, and now 3 in a row.
You know, one of the reasons that Learn is bowling so well, Chris, is everybody's pushed him. He had to have all those strikes. No match was a gimme. I mean, he's winning these matches by 1 and 2 pins. Randy's still in it, though. Possible 278. He can put the squeeze once again on Learn.
Broke up the split beautifully. That gleaming bowling ball.
Well, we've seen a lot of high trips, and what really causes that, there's a tolerance level allowed in the flat gutters. Those are the gutters next to the pins, and when they install a bowling center like this, they bring it to the highest level so the pins bounce out and across the lane a lot easier. The reason they can't do it in a bowling center is because lanes are resurfaced and they'd be out of tolerance in a short period of time. But just for a telecast, we can do it. That's what causes a great pin action. Now Pedersen to take the lead, 10th frame championship match.
The 10 on the left wing. Okay, this is an unbelievable crowd here in Erie. They've been courteous. They've given every professional his due, Bo.
Correct.
Despite the fact that their hero, Bob Learn, has been out of sight today.
Well, Bob Learn's going to be within 1 ball of something he couldn't even dream about, Chris. I mean, all of us as baseball players talk about the 9th inning, tied score, 3 strikes, 2 balls. Bowlers, you talk about being national television.
Right.
He's done it all today. 300, all the records, and he's within 1 ball of winning the championship on top of it, in front of his home crowd.
So, standing for Randy Pedersen's 257, and rightfully so.
To finish off the dream, here's what Bob Learn Jr. needs. He needs 9 spare strike or any combination. A strike on the first ball is lockjaw. He needs 19 pin fill in the 10th. It's not by any means over, but the way he's bowled today, you can't expect anything but a good performance. Don't go over that foul line, Bobby. He's drifting around out there.
Well, 100,000 for the perfect game. 30 here in Sonny's. It'll probably pay for that house, though. And even buy this pair.
You're right.
You know?
Oh, yeah. Plus bonuses.
Oh, yeah.
So he has to stay behind the foul line here. I mean, it's been a strange day, but don't expect anything weird.
As Admiral Perry said here, many years ago, we have met the enemy, and they are ours. Okay, congratulations, Bob Learn. 282 in 4 games today, including a perfect 300. 300, 270, 280, 279. With his family, Stacy, Brandon, and Brittany, the spoils of victory by George and Nancy Warren, the Crow chairpersons here. For this, was this a great event, ladies and gentlemen? I know you're worn out, but you can do better than that for Bob Learn. Bob, congratulations. Wide World, of course, coming up, and next it's the new...
Finish.